We have got hen of the woods mushrooms here. Usually when you find a bunch, it's huge. So what I'm going to be doing is dehydrating it. And I'll probably crush it up afterwards in my mortar and pestle. And that way, one way I like this is you basically put a tablespoon or so on a pizza, the first thing you put down on the crust, and then add all your other things on top. So here we are, the end results. About 18 hours at 110 degrees. We're going to snap this. You can hear it snap like a cracker. If it's that state, it's done. So here we have our finished results. Our dried hen of the wood mushrooms. It's interesting to note that mushrooms are about 90% water. So if you started with a pound of mushrooms fresh, you'd end up with 1/10 of a pound. Now, this is important, which other people agree with us, is that the mushrooms take on more flavor when they're dehydrated, and more than just their weight. So in other words, say you had a recipe that called for, to make it easy on myself, I'll say 100 grams of fresh mushrooms, and you use 10 grams of dried mushrooms, that is the same weight as it would have been when it's fresh, but it has more mushroom flavor. So you just got to be careful. You might want to add less of the dried mushrooms than the 10% that logic would call for. Hi, Mike Kennedy. I just want to add this warning at the end. This call has gone out that there are many mushroom identification books on Amazon that are really bad. Why are they bad? They're written with artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence makes a lot of mistakes. And so rather than someone researching it or, going out foraging themselves, it's easy to, get a number of photos that are off of in kind of public domain and, say, write about this, write about that, write about that. And the person compiling probably doesn't have a clue of an idea that they're really wrong, that information is dangerous. So just a word of warning, don't buy a book off Amazon for mushroom identification unless you see it as a hard copy somewhere. Stick with known publishers, because when someone spends all the money to publish a book, a publisher, they've vetted the information, and it just isn't garbage that someone's turned out in an afternoon or two.